What is going on YouTube? STIPE here today, and today I'm doing a quick video on a SRT Grand Cherokee versus a limited one. And the reason why I'm doing this video is because if you bought a SRT a couple of years ago, you might be a little bit upset to find out that the new limited Grand Cherokees now look very similar to the SRTs, and I'm going to get into the similarities in just a second. But before we do get into them, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you do like it at the end, and we'll get right into it. So I apologize for my voice. I am getting a little bit sick right now, so I might be talking a little bit lower than I should be. But this is a beautiful, I think it's called slate blue, and it's absolutely gorgeous, the color here. I'm going to try and get in there so you can see the sun beat off the metallic. It's really nice. It's almost like a maximum steel, but even more enhanced. So if you are interested in this color, I mean, this is a great video to kind of get a look at it. Here I'm going to walk around it so this way you guys do get kind of an idea of what this kind of looks like, this blue. And if you guys are wondering where the center caps on the Grand Cherokees are, it would be due to the fact that the vehicles just came in, and they usually get installed here at the dealership. It's very rare that they come from the factory with them on. So over here though, we have a 2019 limited Grand Cherokee, and now when you're looking at it, it's got the Summit bumper there, or what we knew as the Summit bumper, and the SRT hood, or again as we used to know it as the SRT hood. Now if you go over here and you look, very similar, right? Obviously has the same hood. When we're looking at it here side by side, you can tell there's a difference, but now with this bumper here on the limited, it does sit a little bit lower, that bumper. So now you're looking at a vehicle that's almost looking very similar to an SRT, and I think that's kind of the look that they're going after. And this might upset a lot of SRT owners, and the reason why it might upset them is I know there's gonna be people who are gonna be like, well, you get a 6.4 in this, you don't get that in the limited, which is true. And this limited here in particular has the Pentastar, but if you do look at the rims, even you can tell just by the pattern and the shape here how it splits out. It's very similar to the pattern here and how it splits out as well. Now obviously those red Brembos do make it look a little more special for sure, but you do get obviously these Fender moldings here, if you can see them. And if you look at a normal Grand Cherokee, most of the time, this is an Uplander here, you don't get that. You usually just get a finish like this, and that's kind of the beauty of also why a lot of people do like the SRT, is due to the fact that you do get those moldings, and now you're getting them on this Grand Cherokee here. So the difference in price is quite a bit. Here in Canada, you're looking at, between these two Grand Cherokees, the difference in price is about almost $30,000. It's about $25,000 to $30,000. Now, there's obviously, I would say, reasonable amount to make this vehicle worth that extra money. But when you look on the inside of these vehicles, again, not a whole lot on the inside of, not a whole lot different on the inside of these vehicles. I mean, obviously the SRT steering wheel, you do get very similar kind of seats in this one. You can't get the full leather though in this vehicle, as well as the limited. And this one does have the Harman Kardon system, which I don't believe that limited has. Very similar though, once when you see the just the setup of the dash and everything. Obviously in this Grand Cherokee, you get modes like track mode and the launch button and drive mode selection. There's more customization when it comes to drive modes. Both of them have panel roof. So yes, as you can see, obviously in the SRT you had the carbon fiber kind of look there. These do have the full leather seats. However, you can option that in the SRT. I have to say though, I'm not a huge fan of how comfortable the limited seats are. You do notice the difference even in those suede or Alcantara seats. You do notice the difference, and they are a bit more comfortable in the SRT. But again, From the interior perspective, pretty much the same. Steering wheel is different, of course, which I've touched upon, and you can see the drive modes here a tad bit different. As legroom goes and everything is the same. You can't option, obviously the SRT does have heated seats in the back where these fillers would be. You can get that though, not in just in the SRT model, in other models, and panel roof, of course, in both of them. You get dual exhausts, and I'm actually a bigger fan of the exhaust tips here on the back of the Limited here. And the reason for that is probably because, I don't know, I've just never been a fan of really how these SRT Grand Cherokee tips are. I mean, if I owned one, I think the first thing I would do is change the tips. I don't know why they like curve out like that. It's a little bit of a strange look, because if you look at it kind of from a side perspective, you see that they just curve out like that, and it's kind of strange. I kind of wish they just kind of were just true duals, kind of what the Charger has. I wish I had a Charger around here so I could show you what I mean by that, but the Charger has those really nice kind of pipes that come out. It just kind of suits a more traditional vehicle like this, especially when we're talking about a SRT product. But I mean, I guess it comes down to what you guys think. I know some SRT owners are kind of like, wow, you know, you pay so much more for this different look, and now, you know, a lot of people can get it for a hell of a lot cheaper. And I know that this is going to be probably a good selling Grand Cherokee. Now, I mean, for the value though, still, I've talked about this, the SRT Grand Cherokee, for your value, for what it competes with the competition, it is a great value vehicle. But now, I mean, to the blind eye on any road, you probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the two. So yes, guys, please let me know what you guys think about the difference between the two. Let me know what you guys would go with. Personally, I like both of them. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people will like both of them, but I mean, let me know what you guys think in particular about the two. And as I always say, guys, I will be back with more videos. Please make sure you do hit that subscribe button.